What's up guys, my name is Aaron. Today I'm going to be reviewing The Disaster Artist. This movie is directed by James Franco and it stars James Franco as Tommy Wiseau and it stars Dave Franco as Greg Sestero. It's basically about the story of how The Room was made, you know, that really bad movie that's really fun to watch. And it's kind of talking about like how they made the movie and all the things that kind of went on behind the scenes and stuff, and really kind of exploring their friendship and stuff. I was looking forward to this because I am a fan of The Room. I think it's a really weird but really fun movie to watch, like just how weird and the choice that they made kind of making that movie and stuff.
I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark.
And when I saw that they were making a movie based on it, I thought that was really interesting. And James Franco is one of my favorite like comedic actors. Whenever he does like a comedy or something, I'm always into it because I think he's a really talented comedic actor. So I wanted to give it a try because of that. I think this is one of the funnier movies of the year. I'm not like totally in love with it. Like people are saying this is like an Oscar contending movie. I don't really see it that, but I do think that this is a pretty great movie overall and that I think I would definitely recommend. Definitely the highlight of the movie is definitely like the comedy of it, like seeing Tommy Wiseau kind of interact with people and stuff. He's this really weird like European dude that doesn't really have like a filter or anything like that, and just the things that he says are just so like bizarre. Like he's clearly like not a young guy or whatever. He's not like 19 or 20, but he insists that he's 19, same age as Dave Franco, and he always like calls Dave Franco babyface and stuff, and there's just a lot of bizarre behavior that he has, and James Franco really like captures that really naturally and really kind of gracefully. It always comes across really kind of sweet and naive, but it's not like dumb, you know what I mean? And I think that James Franco really does a good job kind of doing the comedy and the dramatic parts of it, and it's just a really funny performance to me. I think Dave Franco does a really good job kind of playing off of him kind of being like a more straight man and kind of coming across as a more like eager and really excitable person and stuff, and I think that Dave Franco does a really good job with that. Seth Rogen is in this movie as kind of like the script supervisor, and his interactions with Tommy Wiseau are really interesting because he's just like, what is this guy doing basically? He's questioning every single thing that he does, and I think Seth Rogen does a really good job as a straight man as well. This is populated by a lot of different comedy people in this movie and just a lot of different actors in general. The screening that I went to applauded when they saw Nathan Fielder come on the screen, and then like Hannibal Buress and stuff. You're gonna see like a lot of different people in this movie that just kind of show up for like 5 seconds. Like Zoe Deutsch is in this movie for like 5 seconds literally, and it's like basically anybody that you can think of is in this movie. It's gonna be fun for people to watch and kind of just see, oh, I know that person and stuff. That's another highlight of the movie to me. I also really like the relationship between Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero. I was kind of thrown off because it was kind of goofy to me that James Franco and Dave Franco were playing like friends, because I think that they look so much alike that I'm always just thinking that they just look like brothers to me. But as the movie goes on, I just kind of threw that away because I think their chemistry and how they kind of interacted with each other was really kind of touching, because you could really see how much they wanted to kind of break through the industry and stuff, and how excitable they were about kind of doing that and sending their own way. It was really interesting to see like the things that they kind of had to do and stuff to kind of get their way, and I thought it was really kind of interesting. Even though I think the movie is kind of like intentionally weird and off-putting at times with the type of humor and stuff, I think that it is kind of has a really genuinely sweet and kind of innocent undercurrent of what it means to kind of make it in Hollywood that I think will kind of warm a lot of people's hearts going into the movie. And it was just kind of interesting to see all like the weird choices that Tommy Wiseau kind of made making this movie. Like he insisted on making this movie like 35 millimeter and HD like at the same time, which is just a bizarre choice to make, but he did it anyway. He decided to film in like an actual set and have green screen and outside of just like, you know, just going outside and actually shooting the shot like in real life. It's just a lot of weird decisions that he made making this movie that's just kind of baffling to me, but it was really interesting to see his mindset and why he wanted to do these things. What I kind of wish with this movie, I wish it kind of went a little bit more into like Tommy Wiseau's like kind of abusive history and stuff, because there were some flashes of it in the movie when how he kind of acts to his crew and his actors and stuff on the movie, and but it just kind of just flashes, you know what I mean? It's not really like him kind of going super into detail about that type of stuff, and I understand why James Franco's making it. I don't think he wants to kind of tarnish Tommy Wiseau's reputation and stuff, but I think it would have been a little bit more interesting, and I probably would have got a little bit more out of it if it was a little bit more into depth about Tommy Wiseau as a person, you know what I mean? But I think this is a pretty funny movie, and I think because it's so funny, I really liked it. Just the interactions between Tommy Wiseau and everybody else is just really interesting to watch, and Tommy Wiseau is a really interesting guy, and James Franco really plays that off really well in the movie. I think that him and his brother Dave Franco have really good chemistry together as Tommy Wiseau and Greg Sestero. You really believe in their friendship and stuff, and this is a really kind of sweet story about these kind of outsider guys trying to make it in Hollywood and kind of succeeding in their own way. I think there are a lot of great comedy people that are in this movie and kind of show up, and it's kind of fun to see them pop up here and now and then. I wish the movie would have went a little bit darker in tone, I guess, at times. I think this is still like a really funny movie that I think people will really enjoy just based on how much comedy there is and how like heartwarming the movie is. So overall, I would give this like an 8 out of 10. Definitely check this out when you get a chance to see it if it's not playing near you. So yeah, those are my thoughts on The Disaster Artist. What are your guys' thoughts? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Let me know in the comments what you thought, and thanks for watching. Thanks guys. Bye.